Lovely, it's a lovely break. Can do. Any problem muting is. I would leave it. I would leave it.
I don't know what it is. I'm not a very good salesman. It's not my gig though. It's working fine. No, no. No, no. No, it's exactly. I've been I'd say.
1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Well, thank you to Ian, the sound engineer. He's an absolute genius. Ben, you've got to sign him up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the great occasions in British sport. It is, of course, the traditional lunch, the Derby lunch for £175,000 final on Saturday, sponsored, of course, by Star Sport and TRC events. And really, without further ado, I'm going to invite to at this stage your sponsor and your host this afternoon, in conjunction, of course, with Kevin Boothby, Mr. Ben Keith of Star Sport.
Thank you very much, Hodges. Now, this trophy here is history. I would have thought that some of the names on it were written before any of us were alive, and please God, there'll be names written on it when we're all gone, but we'll all still be part of it. I believe that this trophy has nothing to do with money. It is about passion, it is about teamwork, it is about a community that comes together for the very, very best month of the sport that we all love to make a fabulous final. Mark Bird and Kevin Boothby run a sport on air. There is no money, right? We managed to make horse racing look like a big sport with the money that we have coming. They run their sport with teamwork, togetherness, friendship, people helping each other, and determination. They certainly don't do it with any huge backers or incredible sponsors or foreign money or anything like that. And I don't know how they do it, and I wouldn't be able to, I don't know how they get the books added up every month. Mark and Kevin, I wouldn't do your job for all the tea in China, right? You make looking at a bookie be easy. Now, some things that I would like to say this year is that in the past, in greyhound racing, there has always been comments, infighting, people not getting on, people wanting to know more, people having different theories and all the rest of it. And at the time, I put it down as small-minded and petty. However, I would say that the amount of fallouts that people have tried to involve me in, at least, the amount of silly comments that people have had about what other people are doing, that they're not, they don't have expertise in, really has now actually become ugly and destructive. And Kevin and Mark go out to keep the sport going against people who do not want the sport to happen, whatever happens. An anti would they will never ever stop, and they go out with no money each day. I don't know how they do it. And if they're going to have people fighting, if we're all going to fight against each other, they might as well give up now. So all I would say is that if I could advise anybody of anything, it would be to run their own races, not worry about winning battles, and let's try and win the war together. This year, as with every single year, the Greyhound Derby has become a story that nobody wants to end. When it finishes, you miss it, you miss the main characters, and you become part of them as they go on. And, you know, I know that it sounds naff, I know it sounds like I'm bottling out of it, but really, they're all winners for me. You know, except Kevin Scottish. But no, but seriously though, you know, when I hand the trophy over, to hand this over to somebody who the work ethic that I know that Greyhound trainers have, and you know that so often it's gone through generations of their family, to hold this up high. Is such a privilege to be able to pass over that trophy. And each year, I take the liberty of actually not choosing one person on their own, choosing one from many of people who've made a massive, massive contribution over a long period of time to the sport. This year, I would like to choose somebody who overflows with passion, who fills the screen with her heart, with her determination, with her competitive spirit. Any racing to be successful must be competitive. We all know that. For anybody to bet on anything, it must be competitive. This woman, my God, you wouldn't want to play tiddlywinks against her, I reckon, or Monopoly. I think she'd be hiding the Mayfair pieces under the table. But I believe that Susan Hennessy is an example to all of us in this room, and I believe that what Susan has done has gone way over and above in terms of her passion, her effort, and thank you so very much to Susan for all of the journeys she's made over here. And Susan, I would like everybody to make a round of applause for you. Anyway, Hobbs is the true expert, so in a minute I'll pass the microphone back to him. But just as usual, a very, very big thank you to Kevin and his family. And I think that if she's not here on Saturday, she is absolutely with us anyway. We're talking about June. June's the real boss around here, and she's 77 years young. I heard that she had a nasty fall the other day, but we all send our love to June, and whatever happens, she's with us on Saturday, and if she's not here, then I can't wait to see her at the opening of Oxford, and along with everybody, I wish Kevin the very best of luck with his endeavours and enterprise at Oxford.
Thank you, Ben. Ben, stay there. Please stay with us. We will be making the draw for the 2022 Star Sports and TRC Events and Leisure English Greyhound Derby. Postal consultant and spokesman Nathan Corn will oversee the draw. Of course, we know that track 6 will be Priceless Jet. We know that track 5 will be Mickey's Barrett, but they're in there anyway. Right, the draw, without further ado, for
Conspiracy theory, obviously, coming up somewhere.
let's go. In track 1, Savannah Bow, trained by Diane Henry, owned by Kevin Bootsby. Running out of track 2 is Kildare, representing Ireland, representing Peter Cronin and owner Aidan Comerford. Running out of track 5 is Mickey's Barrett, trained by Jason Gray for the Mickey Barrett Syndicate. And running out of track 6, the sole seeded runner, trained by Paul Hennessy and Susan, of course, owned by Brian and Kathleen Murphy, Priceless Jet, runs out of strike. 2 more races. Running out of track 3, the second of the Hennessy runners owned by the Meany family. We've got Hello Hammond. And running out of track 4 for David and Nicola Firmager. British bred runner, of course, Romeo Magico, is trained by Graham and Nikki Holland, will run in track 4. So that's the draw for the 2022 Star Sports and TRC Events and Leisure English Greyhound Derby. Track 1, Savannah Bow. Track 2, Kildare. Track 3, Hello Hammond. Track 4, Romeo Magico. Track 5, Mrs. Barrett. And track 6, Priceless Jet. Right. Let's have the big man on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk to the connections of each of the finalists. And so, can I invite Kevin Boothby to come and join us? And a big hand for the big man, of course, for his work throughout this year's derby. And I think we've got Megan, who's going to show a VT. So, Kevin, while you're here, you can perhaps take us through Savannah Bow. And I think this was obviously earlier in the competition, Megan. Savannah Bow, I think was the 3rd round. Was this the 14 to 1?
14 to 1, yeah. Yeah. We've always compliment here, look, you could have hassle from there. So, it's never a problem about it. He's a strong dog. I'm looking for him to be very, he's quite emotional to see him on, and he sort of pushes what he tries, he stays well, so yeah. From here, he just takes off. He's so strong, this dog. And he's picking up top quality dogs there, so we enjoy him and help him.
I bet the ground was shaking in the Boothby suite upstairs.
Well, we're saying our well done to him in not many words, but yeah, we were quite happy and excited, so it's all good.
Tell me, there's a link obviously with the Holland Riverside Bow this round used to call.
Yeah, and fair play to Nikki. She's been mentioning Diana, so that's class. That's pure class. Big violation. Good message of the trainers, well done, and they do well. So thank you, Nikki. So important that as trainers and owners and builders, tractor motors or whatever, work class with each other. So I think sometimes in the sport, certain people in the sport come in the sport zone inside the sport. So I think it's important we all act professionally and show appreciation in the right manner.
Fantastic. Now, obviously, you're looking forward to a big occasion on Saturday. This surely makes it extra special.
Of course it is, yeah. As an owner of Greyhound, and thank you, I've got 2 or 3. You always want to get a derby final, so it's a massive thing to come through. And fair play to all of it. And we can find it in the final and look them up. But enjoy the moment, enjoy the week. And I think Saturday is better day here. We've got a fantastic undercard as well. One of the best undercards I've ever seen at a derby final. So, hopefully, all the owners come in for supporting races as well. Whatever they say, got some big winners and losers, but just enjoy our sport. The sport needs to, flourish and survive. It's hard work, trust me. We can take some big tracks up now. We've got big investment. But it's not easy. People think it's easy. It's not. And people will moan about this and the other. We set a timing clock here. How much money do you want to spend? We've invested £2 million at 2 stables. Why? Because we love the sport and what we do. And it's important that, a lot of things we do here at Toaster is my philosophy and what I do. And the best person to speak to is probably my best. And it's so nice that when I see dogs come up here, people like pastimes, stop and pastimes. Just take a few dogs home and be safe, and welfare is always paramount to us. So, I don't care about what people say about me on Twitter, don't care. We do what we have to do, and that's it. Our mindset, all the tracks we've got, is walking by hand, maintaining the track, and making sure it's safe. And that's it. And I love Arsenal.
You're a proud, passionate man about your Greyhound racing. Just a couple of questions. Your first memories of the Greyhound Derby as a kid?
I think the first memories of Greyhound racing was the TV trophy. Obviously, hence why I love the TV trophy to there. So, as a kid, at an early age, my dad used to always watch sports night and it was on TV then. So, I once got involved in Greyhound racing. My main objective was TV trophy and probably not derby to there. So, and I'm not being funny, as an owner, you could spend silly money on Derby dogs and you never get there. It is one hell of a race. But to achieve to get in the final is surreal. Because it just doesn't happen. It's so difficult. You know, you've got 6 races in 5 weeks. And yeah, you need a lot of luck on your side and you need the right dog. And you know, this year again, people say, oh, it's not the best Derby and some of the best dogs have been knocked out. Sure. You know, all these 6 people here tonight, the 6 dogs in the final, fair play to them all. So they're on merit, and there's a lot of people looking in their shoes, trust me.
Great credit to Diane, of course. I mean, she obviously knows now she's got track one.
I think Diane's the only female trainer in the finals there. So, she's been in the Derby final before, and fantastic season, and she's all over it. She's don't have time to come to the lunches, she's too busy with her dogs, but she's actually right. So, but she's done a great job. I'm very proud of her and what she's done, and the fact that he's dog, he's sitting out in the sun and sun, I'm sure he is. So, he's just enjoying that, obviously, and it's nice to be part of it.
I would say that Graham and Paul couldn't do without Susan and Nicola. But
Yeah, of course. I do apologise, Susan.
Again, absolutely right. So let's cut to the chase. You've seen the draw in track one. What happens on Saturday?
I was doing a 4:01 job done. So, but no, it's what it is, isn't it? So we'll enjoy it. I don't think he's got a bad draw actually. I mean, ideally, you probably say he's a 2 or 3 dogs, but I think Kildare are going right. So we just want a clear one. He's not had a clear one yet in the whole event. So he's certainly fast enough. I think if you understand our 12 tomorrow, he's doing 29.20. So if 29.20 to win the Derby, then he's got a chance. And fair play to Lofty. I think he's going to go about 51 for the final. So well done, Lofty.
We'll have a chat with Lofty in due course. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Booth, the owner of Savannah Bow, but promoter, of course, of Coaster Racecourse, which on Saturday is one of the great events in British sport. Right. Track 2, trained by Peter Cronin. I should say the making paper, I think, was the Diane Henry English Derby finalist at Wimbledon 2015, potentially. Right. Peter Cronin's gone pretty close in the past as well. I think a 2nd and a 3rd at Wimbledon. He was at a finalist here, Whoops Jack as well a couple of years back. Now, unfortunately, Peter not going to be with us this afternoon, but I think if Peter is going to come and speak on his behalf and or potentially more the owner, Aidan Comerford. So, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Harmon. Right, so tell us what's the news. They obviously know they've got track 2.
Yeah, I spoke to Peter just before I came up today, and the dog so well, it's gone back really well, and he's really chuffed. I've just texted them to let them know what sure they've got, and I think they're really pleased.
Your pals with the owner?
Yeah, at one point in time, every dog in the kennel was nearly an Aidan Comerford dog, and we're buying them at probably 13 months old and thinking they're going to make a mistake before long. But Aidan and his brother Peter are very shrewd people, and they don't make mistakes, and they did say this dog, it was special. Right from the word go, they said the dog was special, and they were dead right.
They punted it for the Kirby Memorial, didn't they?
Yeah, we're all on it. It was a bit unlucky. He didn't get round the bend, and we're all betting for this as well. So we're all chipping that because we've got money in the pocket with each way money. So no, we're really looking forward to this. And Aidan will be over. He's just had a hip operation, so he couldn't come over. But will be here for the final. So, and you couldn't meet better people. I will say that to you. They all sponsored the Comerford cake. The proud money for the sport. They spent fortune. And the brother won last year with Susie Sapphire. So it might be a bit special, like if the other brother now comes over Aidan and wins the English Derby.
How do they see the draw? You spoke to them?
I've not spoken to them, I've just messaged them, and they said, what do you think? So I think it's perfect. I think it was critical for Kildare to get inside Romeo Magico. I think that's really critical. I think it's a very open derby. You look at it, and the way the draw's worked out now, you know Magico can hit it, so if he does go round, you're probably not picking him up. If Kildare goes round and holds his pitch, it all depends who's dropping behind. I think Bo's got a lovely draw. I personally got a real fancy for Hammond on the draw. You know, his backstage pace is unbelievable. If he runs that second bend, I think Hammond's a massive winner. Then you've got Mickey Barrett, he never does anything wrong. He's a real battler, Mickey Barrett is, and it's a wonderful story. You know, the press needs to get hold of that this week. It's a massive story. And Jason Graves will help from Nottingham. So it's a dream for all the smaller trainers to get to Derby. It's just like, forget about winning it, just getting there is amazing. And what can you say about anything? You know, you just don't do anything wrong really with the prices getting over there, but he's awesome. So, you know, Susan, I said the other day, when she's over there and you interviewed her at the pickle, she's mentioning all the owners, she's just professional, she's a beautiful lady, and it's like, it's good to hear, you know, you need that for this sport, we get so much negativity. To hear the real positives and somebody doing it right, it really is good.
And finally, you know, I think Ireland looking for their first poster victory. Venue's going to be made of that kind of Anglo-Irish clash, if you like. I mean, best of British, etc. A little bit up against it.
You know what? A while back, I was really going to have a right punt at the Irish with me. I thought to myself, I can see him winning it this year. But so the book is new, the same as well. It was a bit too short, so I don't know. We've got two in there. You know, the big runners. I'd also Kevin to win. You know, there's nobody does any more dog racing than Kevin. He kept me in the sport. Without Kevin, I wouldn't be in the sport now. So every Englishman has got to pay respect to that man. And if he wins it, I think he deserves it. You know, there's nobody does more for this sport than what Kevin has.
Peter, thank you very much. And of course, Romeo Maxwell is the best of British as well, in terms of the breeding. Right. Let's move. In fact, we didn't show you Kildare, didn't we, Megan? That was really boring. Sorry, apologies for that. Should we show Kildare now? Let's Kildare, of course, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was on Saturday night, of course. Someone wrote blue is the colour. Perhaps who did the business, and as Peter said before, the Kirby Memorial was pretty sensational, a little bit out of luck in the final, but I think as Peter has said, probably not do too much with the ground, even up to the Kirby Memorial, learning all the time, and came to fruition on Saturday. The holding the front dog, of course, twice in second. Right, so let's move on to the first of Paul Hennessy's runners. We are talking, I think we're talking Hammy here, aren't we? Hello, Hammond. So can I welcome to the stage Susan Hennessy, wife of Paul. We've been here before, my dear, haven't we? And it's good.
Absolutely fantastic and privileged to be here again.
Two English Derby successes involving, of course, the Murphys with Priceless Blake, JT Jet for John Stoner. Let's concentrate on this occasion with Hello Hammond. I mean, he's a grand old stager, but that almost seems rude and crass to say that, but he is, isn't he?
I compared him to a chosen horse. They both came in with competition were exceptionally right. If many of the targets, but they just kept doing their thing. They're warriors. They break heart. They do have big engines, both of them. And having a special place in our kennel, we bred his dad, Ted, JT Jet, and we had Pearl. So we took them down. We bred them. We had started him off school. Good friends of ours now own him. And he always had an engine, but he just needed to put everything together. He had teenagers, but as he's got older, he's matured, and he's got clever, and he's absolutely loving it over here. So we tried it last year, and we didn't get given a trial, and he went out, unfortunately. But this year we said, we're coming over, and Hammy's coming with us, and he's done us so proud, and it's incredible to get to this stage. 192 dogs started off here. We're down to 6, and we're blessed to have 2, and we would have settled for 1. And Hammy, yeah, he's a very special place in the Black and Amber racing kennel.
It certainly is. Does it really matter where he's born, in your opinion?
It's the simplest to say. It doesn't really matter. But Hammy isn't. He's on the straight actually. He can ping, but he just doesn't have that idea to make it to the ground so he gets past. But the thing is, he can come home. We're hoping for a clear run. What he's done this far has been incredible, and a bit of luck. Whoever's name is on that trophy, that's who's getting it. It doesn't matter what lane they're in, what track they're in. Whoever's meant to be will be, and enjoy this week. It's a fantastic occasion, and we're all privileged to be one of the privileged to be one of the
And absolutely well said. What about the owners of Hello Hammond? We'll probably keep you up here for Price of Jet. It seems to back down, doesn't it, really? But tell us about the meeting.
Yeah. Local people, Jerry and Miriam, love the Greyhounds, and they're in Kilkenny every Friday night. They've always had a dog. They had one dog, and they've been lucky. I've always called them lucky. And they're very supportive of the game. They travel, they go to Shower, and they go wherever the dogs are running. And great sporting roles, good. Jerry likes to have a bet, but he actually doesn't bet his own dog. He prefers just to watch the racing, and he gets enough enjoyment and pleasure from that. And salt of the earth, Greyhound people, love their dogs, will lose their draw, will enjoy the occasion, share it with all the friends in Mackey Club in the Royal Oak. And yeah, they have a quite continuous support in them, and they're getting some fun out of it. And that, at the end of the day, is what it's all about. That people can just really enjoy it. That if anyone has a connection, it could be the man in the shop, it could be the man delivering the bread, whoever. And you're just like, yeah, I know him, I know that dog, they have a dog, and it spreads out. It's like a little ripple, and it brings everybody in, and it's lovely. That's what it's all about. Enjoy it, and he loves running into that those bottom two bends, and you come wide, and you just swing for home. And yeah, look at it. He's a great servant. He's a great dog. He's a character, and there's no special jinx or anything else to him. He is what he is. He's coming to us at home. He loves racing. He's bouncing, and he's been loving the attention, the travelling, the getting ready every week and coming over. And you know what? They're so clever. They know it, and they relish it. They love it.
We certainly do. And we may, well, I think, Megan, if you don't mind, maybe Priceless Jet. This is the famous quarter-final night. The double, of course, and wow, that's like a sprint.
Yeah, that was special. Jack does great trials. He has a 16:28 trial in Kilkenny, and I mean, all the other people will tell you that's a great one. He just doesn't ping it every night, but he did do it that night. We started him off in the competition, short of work. We were saying he had the experience, he'd been over here last year, and he just needed him to come through each week, which he did. And he really just pinged when he was in it. Yeah, he's a fast dog.
The fast dog, and he came in, I think he was in the 600 as well, was it? He was certainly in the Easter Cup. I mean, that form was worked out pretty well, Magico and Priceless Jet.
Yeah, he's a fast dog too. He just, as I said, some nights he does, some nights he doesn't, but he's good. He's an engine, and he'll come home. And yeah, great, that is coffee, as we call it. He's doing his best, and he's loving it over here too. And it's great to see him come back and back up. It's incredible achievement for the best track record again.
That was extraordinary. I'm going to just bring you back round to the folks. They can see it. I mean, obviously, in terms of the history, everybody knows that Paul's trained a Cheltenham Festival winner and a Greyhound Derby winner, not just the Scottish version, not just the Irish version, but the two English versions as well. Brian and Kathleen, they live in the Cayman Islands. I mean, they're not here on the weekend, are they? Or are they?
They are actually, they're home in Ireland. They had a family engagement, so they have come home, and it's absolutely wonderful that they will be, and they will travel over. They follow their dogs, they love their dogs, they're passionate about them. They've been in the sport and they've been with us, they've been loyal, they've been so supporting, and again, great sporting owners. They take the wins, they take the losers, and get on with it, get on to the next one. Enjoy the occasion, enjoy your dog, relish them for what they are, and yeah, and this is where it's not the case for them to be home in Ireland and be able to come over here for another English derby. It's a wonderful achievement, and they're loving it.
They certainly loved it at Nottingham as well with Blade, didn't they? So great supporters of the game, great history. Ladies and gentlemen, we wish the Hennessy's all the best for their two runners, which is some achievement in itself. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Hennessy, Susan Hennessy, Hannah Hammond and Priceless Jet. Not a beer. Lovely. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, right, he's Mr. Rockstar. I think I should have not just Nicky, but I think maybe Dave as well. So, Connections, Romeo, Magico, please join me up on stage. Dave Firminger, the owner of Romeo, Magico, and of course, Nicky Holland, wife of Graham Holland. Right. Come over here. Right, shall we have a look at Magico? Semi-final night, and maybe Nicky, you could talk us through this.
Yeah, we're delighted with him. We didn't actually come away as well as he can, but showed a lovely first bend, so great pace, and was away in front. Just, yeah, very pleased to be have, you know, we put so much into it, that it's lovely to have finals for them.
Is that a good watch?
Watch that again. I think buy it again. Yeah, very good. Just think he's coming right to himself. He's not trapping as well as he could, but he's showing tremendous pace to bend and running the first two bends exceptionally well. So, I'm absolutely delighted to be here with Nicky, as we always are. And the draws looked out. Yeah, draws looked out okay. I think at the end of the day, we're in the final. The draw you get is the draw you get. So there's no cribbing there at all. But exciting.
Right, come round here. You see that? Let's everybody see it. Right. You had one or two close calls. I have to kind of keep reminding myself that you haven't won an English derby. It just seems crazy when I think you've had a number of finals.
We have, yeah. We were second with Bodor Valor. We had a third with Claire Gossett, who's living at home in our kitchen. So, yeah, it would be lovely to win one. It would be especially lovely to win one for David Nicola. They take us in every year. We're treated like families. We think this is the best place to stay. And, yeah, have one of theirs, a homebred, is taken back and then see him every week. And he loves going back. He loves seeing them. They love seeing him. It's brilliant to be here and brilliant to have him in the family for them.
I think Graham will be here at the weekend.
Yeah, Graham's coming over and Timmy looks after him all week and his pride and joy. So he'll be here in the final. Rachel and myself will be travelling as we go all the way. So, yeah.
I had a quick chat with Dave beforehand and just talking about the vagaries of the draw, who wanted to be inside who. How do you think it's worked out?
We're very pleased to be in four. You know, it's probably done the best split out of four. As one of class taking four. So we're happy enough that we're in the final and we'd have taken any track before this to get there. So yeah, four feels very good. We'll be there giving us our best shot Saturday out of it.
Thank you, Nicky. And look, I suppose Kildare's connections wanted to be inside you, you wanted to be inside Kildare. The fact you've got Hallow Hammond in between you, level it out somewhat.
Maybe. I think just probably 1 and 3 might move off a little bit, but at the end of the day, the final is the final, and they'll all be performing it the way that they do. So, Hammond can break as well. So, and Nicky Barrett shows he can break as well. So it's on the night, it's who handles the preliminaries, which dog performs best on the night. And like Nicky said, we're quite happy. He's done his best bit out of 4. He's 1 out of 4. So we are where we are. No arguing about that.
Irish trade, English owned, importantly, British bred as well, which is a fact that is understandably being lost, but that must make you extra reason to be proud.
Yeah, I mean this dog in particular, the dam line traces back. We've been breeding this dam line now for 4 generations. We bred the dam of Magico, obviously. We bred the sire of the dam of Fabulous Artist, and the mother of the dam of Fabulous Artist. That's Magico's dam. So yeah, it's a long line of trying to get to where we are. It didn't happen overnight. There's 20 years of breeding behind the back of that, which people might not realise, but it all traces back to the grand old British Airport Express and a bitch that I bought up Fat Dalton at the same time. Her sister called Fat March, and she's our foundation bitch, and she's bred as Romeo Recruit, Romeo Aldini, Romeo Metro, all produce station winners. A lot of good dogs over the years. It's not come easy, but it's nice to finally be here, and also the fact that we have the dam sire and the dam line is ours as well. So if you look at the pedigree, it traces back to Fabulous all the way, and there's a Romeo on the top line.
And it's something that Liz Moore, of course, chair of the British Doug pointed out. I think 2002 fast mark, and that's where it stems from. So
yeah, I mean,
again, fantastic from your point of view.
Yeah, Liz knows very well the dogs we breed. We breed. When I sit down and register a list of reports, I probably do them 3 or 4 lists at the same time. Just pick names and try to get a theme, because when you're naming that many, it can take an awful long time. But Liz is well aware of what we're doing, and I try to support British breeding as well. We got the True Fame final, British Bred final on Saturday as well. So it was nice that Liz actually picked up the fact that this dog is British bred, and it's a 20-year dam line as well.
And absolutely, you big sponsor, of course, on Derby weekend as well with True Friends. So yeah, again, many thanks for that. And have to say thank you to Nick Keneally, General Manager, doing a great job, of course. First Derby for him in this position. He said to me, ask him about badges.
Well, it's a story with our grandchildren. They was living with us at the time when this little was born. The mother had a cesarean. We had quite an arduous time with her, with puppies as well, with bringing them round. To cut a long story short, they spent so much time with these puppies, and the dog himself, there's two black dogs. Badge is which is his kennel name, is a black and white dog. And when he comes back, I always called him Badge because Badge just seemed a little bit too long. So when he comes back through the door every Friday morning, he's like, "Hello, Badge, how you doing?" And he's sort of all over me, and it's really nice to know, even though he's living in Ireland at the moment, he's in British at the end of the day.
Because he knows he's Badge as well. No, fantastic. Final word then to you, Nicky. I mean, you've had plenty of chances and really good jobs of won derbies for you. They've gone close in English derbies. Yeah, how does Romeo and Magico compare to those guys? It was a difficult question to answer. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, he's a great dog. Even as a young dog, he showed he had the pace. But he was very mature, very biggy. He's grown into himself. He's settled this year. He's staying a lot better. So yeah, he's up there. He's compared with him. He's got that spark. You know, we're just pleased with him, and he's kept going so far. That's what I can say. And best of luck to everybody in the final. As Susan said, it's great to be there, and we've all got to enjoy it this week in full together.
Yeah, there's six very, very good dogs in there. They've all worked very, very hard to get here. I mean, whatever wins, as Kevin said earlier, whatever wins is going to deserve to win. It's not an easy competition. You know, the dogs are running, by the time they've gone to the pickup, they're running 700 metres. It's a tough competition. And I think it's proved. You know, the dogs that probably maybe the short runners have felt it towards the end of this competition. So you've got some stars in there. Don't worry about that.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Good luck on Saturday to you and the family, and to Graham and Nicky. And well done. Thank you very much. It's been a bad weekend for British sport, isn't it? I mean, Geraint Thomas won, Holly Gore won the Prix de Diane, Matt Fitzpatrick won the golf as well. So look, you know, that might just be an omen for the weekend, but we'll play him in anyway. Obviously, Graham and Nicky being English, okay, Irish trained as such with Patrick Janssens, we can claim that. Even Seamus Cahill, we claim that victory as well. I'm going to claim the Hennessy's as well because Ken stayed in my house once. So, you know, not a problem in that respect. Right. They've been rather quiet, I think, this evening. I think anyone who's watched them, you know, been through social media, watched RPG TV, watched the Star Sports feed, would have just seen this anthem week in, week out, and the story just gets better and better and bigger and bigger. And I think it was Peter who kind of suggested that absolutely, and I think one or two of the papers have picked up the Mickey Barrett story. It's been on Talk Sport. But today it's about Jason Gray and the owners, the Mickey Barrett Syndicate. So you can all come up if you want, but Jason, of course, if you could lead the way. Ladies and gentlemen, extraordinary story, Mickey Barrett running out of track 5 on Saturday. You come here and you can watch this from around here. Let's have a look at Mickey Barrett, and you can settle in because this is some occasion, and this was some run earlier in the competition. I'm going to tell you, he's running out of track 5.
Yeah, he broke okay. He moved the bank well. He's got a lot of pace. He has been running the bank really well, and I think that's Kate Cloud in 2 gets to the side of it, and he was toe to toe with it, and he's got a massive heart, and he just doesn't want to get beat, and you can see it here. He battles and battles, looks him in the eye, says, right, I'm having this, and away he goes and just sticks his neck out. So yeah, it's a great dog.
It's a great dog. You come around here now, Jason. I don't know where to start. I'm just going to start with you. Where did it all start for you?
It started me with me with my dad, like a lot of these guys here, it was in the family. You know, I've been around Greyhound since I was this high, and I learned everything off him. Cut my teeth on doing license tracks with him, and then we went to Hull, to Kingsley, and then we got opportunity to go to Nottingham in 2011. I took the license over from my dad then, and you know, we've just been doing the business there. We're primarily graded dogs, but I've one or two good A1 minor opens that not in the class of this talent, it's just, and that's where it all started, where we are now.
Very good reminder, so would it have been your first Derby entry, or did you have others before?
No. I've had two entries. A couple of years ago, I had a dog called Born to Achieve. He got through to the second round. He was a 50-1 shot in the first heat, and he got through, and then he got knocked out. And then last year, I had a dog called Ferndale Midge, and he got to the second round. A little bit unlucky to get knocked out, but he did. So, you know, the run that this fella's had is just incredible. So it's nothing like it.
Followed his progress in the puppy competition earlier this year, and he always looked a dog.
Yeah, I mean, when we got him, I got him from the breeder, Jennifer O'Donnell over in Ireland, and he came over. He started A3 at Nottingham, but he showed a lot of pace, and I thought, he could be a decent dog. He went through the grade, he went A1, he ran in a minor open, and he actually got bowled over. He ran against Trump's Benefit, and he got knocked over at the first bend, so we had him off for probably about 6 weeks. He came back, ran some trials, and said, right, I'm going to put him in a Northern Puppy up at Newcastle. We entered him into that, and he went through the rounds, he got to the final, and unfortunately, when he got to the final, that night, or the day after the final, he came down with a sickness, and it was at the time when he was going around everybody in the country, and so, you know, he didn't win his race, and obviously we know why now, but he proved he could run, so we said, right, we'll go to the Northern Flats. He took to Newcastle, and he ran very, very well there, got to the final again, it came up against Graham Rankin's dog, and, you know, on that night, he wouldn't have beat her, you know, he ran very, very well, and, you know, she's a good dog, but again, he showed, you know, he was a good dog, he got the pace, he stayed the distance very well, and so we said, right, we'll give him a break, and let's put him in the Derby. We trialled him, and thought, okay, see how he goes. We did a good trial, and thought, okay, we'll stick him in, and, you know, the rest is history, as I say.
And it is history as well for these guys here. So, I mean, I think most people in the house know the story, but it must be great to have these guys behind you in many ways.
Oh, it's massive. I mean, you know, every week, you know, when he's been running, the following, he started at Nottingham, they followed him there, massive. Every Friday night they'd come down, then we went to Newcastle, they went up on the bus twice to the 2 finals, and they followed him in the heats, you know, and it's great. I mean, on semi-final night, you know, the rain came down, they were stood out there, and I'm stood in the middle watching him, and when he popped his head out of the trap, you could hear the roar off these guys. It was just, you know, maybe hair standing on the back of your neck. It was tremendous, and they follow him everywhere, and they really are a good bunch of guys, and you know, I'm so thrilled for them. Really, really, I'm so thrilled for them.
All chipped in memory of the great pal Mickey Barrett, of course, as well, and it's that story that I think hopefully, you know, Graham Mason will project in the coming week, and it's brought new people into the sport. A lot of these guys tell me they've never been Graham Mason.
No, they're not. You know, they're all Nottingham Forest fans, and I'm a Derby fan, so that didn't go down too well. But you know, and they're in it for the right reasons. You know, when Paul head of the syndicate, he rang me up and told me they wanted to get a dog, and I was a bit sceptical because you know, syndicates I'm not too sure about, but when they told me the story, I just couldn't turn it down, and I said, yeah, it's a time your dog, problem, and like I say, I found the dog. And you know, a lot of you have read the story that Mickey shouldn't have been in the kennel originally, because the dog that I originally bought for Ferry and Axel, he actually ran in the derby here. And when he came over, I didn't know he'd been named, so we can only have the name changed twice. So we said, no, we can't have the dog, it's got Mickey Barrett. So I agreed to buy Ferry and Axel. Contacted Jennifer for thought, can you sort a replacement out of him? I think I've got the dog here. And so Mickey came over, renamed it, because he was called the other Charlie. And what a replacement he's been, you know, incredible, absolutely incredible.
Okay, well, just final couple of questions. What does it mean to you, Jason Gray, to see your name up in lights for the Derby final?
Oh, it's incredible. It's a dream. It really is. You know, for years when I was younger, like Kevin said earlier, you know, I had members of watching the TV trophy on ITV with my dad, and then you see, you know, legends of the sport like Charlie Lister winning the Derby, and you're watching it and think, I'd love to do that one day. You know, and lots of guys have been in the industry a lot longer than me, and owners have spent thousands and thousands and never achieved it. And here I am in the, you know, the biggest race of our sport, and I'm just absolutely gobsmacked and overwhelmed. But I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to enjoy it, take it all in, it may never happen again.
How do you see the race?
I'm happy with 5. He won twice out of 5. He runs it, he's a clever dog. He'll not come across until he can get across, and we know he can break. He broke last week. So the draw is what it is, and I know that he'll be giving it everything. And you know, whatever happens will happen. And I'm happy with it. I'm happy with that.
Should be proud as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Gray, trainer of Mickey Barrett. Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the field. Thank you very much for your patience. But 1 or 2 technical difficulties. Here's the top man who's going to look after you. I think lunch is served, John, is that right? That's what we need to do. Right, not to move. Right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, lunch is served. Good luck to all the finalists: Savannah Bow, Kildare, Hello Hammond, Romeo Manchego, Mickey Barrett, Price of Jet. I'm sure we'll be doing something else, but should we let them have lunch first? Yeah, you happy? Okay, what now? Yeah. Morris, you've been called up. I'm going to pass you. I'll put you. Pass you the microphone.
Good afternoon, everybody. Right, they're probably thinking, what's this old boy going to say today? Well, as they can hear me, I'm going to tell you. I've been in this game since I was 12 years of age, quite a few years ago, and I've met some beautiful, wonderful people in this sport. And just 1 or 2 have been really, really special. And today, I'm going to mention 2. First of all, Mr. Kevin Boothby. He's helped me down the years. He's been brilliant for me with the charities. And I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about what he's done for Greyhound racing. spent last 2 or 3 years, he's opened up a couple of ground tracks that was big. This one, first of all, coaster. And then he's gone down and he's opened up the old mill yacht and called it Southern Ground. Now he's going to Oxford. He spent £1.6 million turning it into the finest ground track in this country. And when the doors open on the 29th of July, we will have the finest track in the whole of Great Britain. So please give a big round to a wonderful man, Mr. Kevin Brewster, for what he's done for the track. Now, secondly, another very special person, Mr. Ben Keith. People don't know this, but Ben has been pouring money into this game for many years. Not only that, he's been tremendous with charity work. And what he's done again this year, another 175 grand. When there's no money about in the country at the moment, and this man has dug it up again. I don't need more time he can do it. But listen, these kind of people, these two people, both deserve an MBE. And make no difference, without these kind of people, this game would be dead. So please give both of them boys a big round of applause. And I mean a big round of applause. And thank you all very much indeed. Thank you.